What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, and I know it's been a while, and I know you guys miss me very much, and today I wanted to talk about a topic that's been asked of me a lot, and I thought it was a great topic to bring up, considering I haven't uploaded for a few months, get back into the swing of things. Today we're going to talk about why I never played Battlefield 1. That is the question on, I think, about 30,000 people's lips, and today I'm going to answer it, hopefully, in a somewhat decent and cordial way to you guys. So Battlefield 1, I think for a lot of people, got sick of really quickly, and I think I have the answer to that, and I think I'm also a part of that group of people. I also want to clarify before I begin that I'm not going to base my judgment on the game's quality, because this may come as a shock to some of you, but I've only played Battlefield 1 for an hour. That is no lie, you can check it on my Origin account. Barely played the game, so I don't want to talk about Battlefield 1 regarding its quality. I did play about 50 hours of the alpha and beta though, so I have put some time into the early build of the game. And I want to talk about why, after such a short period of time, I decided to stop. So the main reason, I believe, is because Battlefield was so much better in its previous iterations, and when I play Battlefield 1, it feels like a worse version of what I played before. Now, the reason I think that there is still people playing Battlefield 1 is either they're in two categories. One, they're either the super Battlefield fans that are really entrenched into the community. I would class myself as one of them, but I still steered away from Battlefield 1. Or the second is Battlefield 1 is the first Battlefield title that they've ever played. And in general, I have this theory that the first Battlefield game that you play is normally going to be your favorite. The same thing with Call of Duty, or really any game of a certain type. The first one is always going to be your favorite because you look at it with nostalgia goggles on. So even myself with Battlefield 3, maybe there were some things wrong with it that I look back on and I still think it's the best because it's the first one that I played. Another reason is I got really demotivated with Battlefield 4. I did not enjoy Battlefield 4 at all, and I know it was a popular game. I know that while it wasn't as popular as Battlefield 3 or Bad Company 2, it's still, held up pretty well, and I'll admit I had some fun times with it, but a lot of the glitches and the gunplay just really wasn't up to scratch compared to the other Battlefield titles that we've seen in the past. Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 were so good in regards to their gunplay that Battlefield 4 felt not only obsolete but an insult to the series. So from that point, I got really demotivated, and to be honest, if we backtrack a little bit, the reason I started YouTube was because I wanted to share gameplays of Battlefield 3 because I loved it so much. I put thousands of hours into Battlefield 3, and then we went into Battlefield 4 and I completely hated it for whatever reason. The reasons I've stated earlier, or maybe due to the fact it was the first time that I'd played a first-person shooter on PC. So having no motivation from Battlefield 4 going into Battlefield 1, I think that leapt over a little bit, and then it kind of doubled down in terms of being in my belief that the gunplay wasn't good enough compared to what we've seen before. Another thing I noticed with the Battlefield community, now I may be looking at this with some sort of bias, I hope I'm not, I noticed that a lot of the Battlefield YouTubers quit when Battlefield 4 came out, and I think it's to do with the quality of the game, really. I think a lot of people started and were inspired because I know I may be looking at Battlefield 3 with nostalgia goggles, but you have to remember Battlefield 3 is in the top 50 best-selling games of all time, and it's there for a reason. It really is that damn good, and when the follow-ups are below that, it's really disappointing. And regarding the YouTubers, I've seen a lot of them quit and drop off because the community just isn't as big. And that also plays a part. As a YouTuber, I didn't want to just, invest into a sinking ship, so to speak. And what it really comes down to is if I don't enjoy the game, I'm not going to play it. At the same time, I'm still interested in the franchise, and I think that DICE are a great developer. The publisher, not so much. And you won't hear that from many people because a lot of people are paid off in the community. And but, you know, I'm not. So I can tell you that I don't trust the publisher. I do rate the developer, but we gotta understand they've put out 2 below par Battlefield games in a row now. So I'm not gonna let them off the hook either. And I'm just going to look at it if... I will try the next Battlefield game, and I do have some videos about it coming up. But I want you guys to know that I'm not, and have not been for a long time, just a Battlefield channel. And I hope you guys can appreciate the amount of variance that I have. And that brings me to my final point. A lot of you know me for being a Battlefield YouTuber, but I'm actually a lot better at other games, and in particular another genre. I'm actually a very fast driver on racing sims. Not only racing sims, but the arcade games such as Forza and Gran Turismo. In fact, I'm a top 50 driver in Asia and a top around 25 in the FIA rankings in the Americas region. So if you guys want to see some Gran Turismo gameplay and footage, I would love to do that, because it brings me back to why I started YouTube to begin with, and that was for the passion of that particular game. Back then it was Battlefield, and now it is back to racing. I've been a Gran Turismo fan ever since I was a 7 or 8 year old child, back when I had my PlayStation 1. So yeah, I also have some more Battlegrounds coming. I had some highlights that I was meant to release but never did, so if you guys want to see that, please let me know. But with that being said, in general, to sum it all up, the reason I stopped is because I just don't think Battlefield 1 is up to par from what I've seen before. And I also think that the community regarding the YouTube community is a bit toxic. And you know, there's a lot of shills out there. And I'm not going to name any names, but there are a lot of shills out there who will, you know, try and tell you how great Battlefield 1 is, when in reality most of us know that it's not. And so yeah, that's basically my thoughts on it. Leave me yours in the comments section below. I don't want to hate on Battlefield. I appreciate everything it's done for me. It's definitely given me a lot of success on my YouTube channel and such, but even looking at it now, most people don't watch me for Battlefield anymore. I'm getting, you know, more feedback and from other games. So yeah, I apologize also for not uploading and having some consistent uploads. I have videos ready, I just haven't been pulling the trigger and releasing them. I don't know why, I just need to get that together, but we're definitely going to get there, and I just want to thank you guys for watching this video and supporting what I do. So, that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.